Hello, my Scorpio loves. Welcome to your Capricorn season reading, where we are going to be tuning into the energies that are going to be coming up for the month ahead from now, December 21st, until January 20th, 21st, is when Capricorn season is going to change. So, I have a different spread than I had last time. Last time we were doing a start, stop, continue reading. This time I wanted to bring some somatic practices in. And my Scorpio friend actually has helped me out with this because she had a deck that just really inspired me, and she got this for me as a present. So thank you, sir. Um, so we're going to be using that deck as well as a couple others today to just reinforce what we're learning here and the guidance that we receive. So we're not just sitting here kind of like taking it in, we're really taking it all in. So let's get started. I'm going to introduce you to the decks that we're going to be using. Hi, homie. So we've got, oh, you're seeing all of our notes back here. Normally I have a heart on my little whiteboard here, but not this time. All right. You're getting to see my mess. Yay! So we've got the Hack Your Nervous System deck, which are 60 evidence-based practices for reducing stress, anxiety, and retraining your nervous system. We also have the Super Attractor deck, where we're getting all these beautiful illustrations and affirmations from, and the Soul Truth Self-Awareness deck, where we're going to be getting a meditation slash journaling prompt from. I really think journaling is helpful for getting words on the page that have been spinning in here. You know, I kind of see it as like if you just keep like a ball of yarn, you know, spinning around up there, it's just going to keep staying bundled up. But once you start to write it and you start to journal it, like you take one end of the thread and you start pulling it out bit by bit, and then you can kind of like start knitting together what has been trying to become something. So I really believe, because I'm getting this deep into it for y'all Scorpios, I really feel like journaling is going to be the way to go for y'all. Okay, so we have those decks that are going to be giving us our extracurricular practices, as well as we have the Mood Tarot that wanted to come out to play today. It is a disgustingly relatable tarot deck. This was also gifted to me by a friend. Thank you so much, darling. And we have a card from Voyager Tarot that also wanted to come out and say hi and give y'all a little bit of guidance. So I'm going to flip these over and see what we've got. We have a Four of Cups, we have the Emperor card, we have a Four of Swords, and we have the Chariot. So interesting. So interesting. So interesting. Okay. So I'll give you a little insight into what's happening in my brain right now. The number 4 in minor arcana in tarot, which the minor arcana is sort of like the suits in a deck of cards. So you have an ace through 10, and the 4 in any suit, for me, my mnemonic that I have to remember, like the energy that goes with it, is war. And you have 2 4s. You have a Four of Cups, which says, I already have 3 damn crybabies. Get that thing away from me. Crybabies are cups in Mood Tarot. And then we also have the 4 of Swords, which says 1 sword down. Nap time. And yeah, there's just this sense of like fighting something here. Like 1 sword down, nap time, like have been chipping away at something. I already have 3 of those. Get that thing away from me. Trying to chip away at some of the emotions and some of the sort of like mental burdens that have been weighing on you. And they're both cushioning here, they're both hugging the man who is the emperor in this deck, who is saying comfort and conformity, conformity. So there's this chipping away feeling that is surrounding this conformity, this message in conformity. And it for sure feels like mentally, emotionally, you are at war with this idea of how to be daddy, like how to be in charge of things, in charge of your life, in charge of the material endeavors that you are a part of, especially because the masculine energy is very much a part of, like, very much connected to the material. And it feels like y'all have been trying to achieve 3 energy because, and it's funny too, I really wonder if I found any other 3 cards in here, if we would see I need a 3 of oh, here's a 4 of pentacles. Okay, perfect. Yeah, rich dicks be like, see, there's no like hinting at there being a -1 to the 4. It's just the 4 together. Let me see if it's the same with wands. Because what I'm getting at, oh my gosh, did I get, no, that's a 3. I'm like really trying to get just the 4 of wands here so that I can see about the energies of the 4 in this particular deck. The message that I'm getting is, because it's all about trying to be rid of 1 in order to get back down to 3. 3, my mnemonic for 3 is harmony. And y'all are fighting something. Y'all are really chipping away at something, trying to find harmony. Yes, see, there's unity in the 4 here. What's very interesting that y'all got the 2 4 cards that are hinting at 1 down. I already have 3. Get it away from me. Get that 4th away from me. It's like y'all are trying really not to be in this place of challenge and effort. You want to be in that harmonious place, or you want to be where the 5 is, even where perspective is. Y'all kind of just want to skip like the hard part, and I totally fucking get it. That's, I think, why the Chariot is coming to really round out this message, because the Chariot is just going to like try to bypass the hard parts sometimes. I think that's the shadow side of the Chariot, is going way too fast instead of slowing down and knowing, like, if this is a moonshot that you're going for, like the moonshot is being financially stable for the first time in your life. If the moonshot that you're going for is being so firmly and stably in relationship with a career that you can stick with for once in your fucking life, then it's not something that you can just build the rocket ship and hope that you get, like, I'm looking at the rover here, and the person on the moon. I'm looking at the astronaut here and going, they didn't skip any steps, and they didn't fight and try to get back to that harmonious place where there were only good feelings. They had to lean into the bad feelings of being challenged by all of the components of taking those steps along the way. If you're going to go on a hike to get to that mountaintop, to get to that peak and get to see what it's like to be up here, to be up where other, that place that I aspire to be. If you're trying to reach your aspiration place, if you're trying to reach a really high goal that seems out of reach, then you're going to have to fight with the sort of mental handicap of the mindset that has kept you from getting there before now. So pay attention to and cut away, trim away all of the facets of the mindset that you have now that chips away at your resolve to feel good about the challenges that are inevitable on your way there. And that also means getting clear on the emotional place that you need to be in so that you can reach that goal. Because it's like you're being offered this chance to feel something different because you're trying to do something different than you've ever done before. And you keep being offered this feeling and you keep rejecting it. So like cut away that mindset that didn't get you here, that wasn't going to get you here, that's not going to get you there, and make sure that the emotional state that you need to like kind of cultivate yourself before you even reach your goal that you think is going to give you this sort of like sense of emotional flourish and fulfillment. Feel that now. Stop trying to push it away. Because I know it's a challenging feeling. It's challenging to hold space for an emotion that you might not have felt before, or that you might not have allowed yourself to feel before, allowed yourself to feel that you are deserving of, without all of this fucking work, without all of this sort of daddy chariot energy where you're just going, and you're in charge of everything and you just have to buckle down and shut the fuck up and get it done. Things are different now. This is a different approach. This is a different approach to a new perspective shift that you're coming into. I hope you give yourself credit for getting this far, but I also hope that you give yourself a chance to eliminate those sort of mental blocks that are keeping you from experiencing the emotional rewards of getting to go on this journey. Knowing that I couldn't have done it before now, but I'm so glad I got here. This is where I always secretly aspired to be and to go. And now I'm not going to ruin my own chances at happiness just because it's hard to feel this way before I've even convinced myself I'm worthy of it. Now, these are the affirmations that are going to help you get there. And I think just in glancing at them, these are going to be very helpful. So make sure that you take a screenshot of these, all right? First, we have, in stillness, I receive. Next, we have, I am kind and loving toward others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. And hey, the person that you might have to protect your good feeling emotions from, like we were talking about in your last reading, Scorpio people, is your inner goblin, your inner fucking gremlin who is trying to tear you down all the time. So be kind and loving toward them while you are creating clear boundaries around your good feeling emotions. Lastly, for our affirmations, we have, I slow down. Okay, hello, chariot here. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. And is that a crown? Yeah, I love that that's that little crown there. Because that's the reminder that Not every aspect of how we own our energies, how we own the things that we are doing, how we take ownership of what we need and how we're processing things needs to be done in the masculine way, in like a material, like put it on a to-do list kind of way. Sometimes it needs to just be in that slow, gentle, like, what do I need right now? It doesn't have to be food, it doesn't have to be water. It can be silence, stillness, spaciousness. It could be touching nature. It could be listening to bird song. It could be, what could you need? A hug? You could need to dance and to sweat and to feel your body sweat for like good non-work related reasons. Have you ever thought about that? So I feel like this is leading into your journaling prompt here, which is, am I communicating my needs? As in, do you know what your needs are? Are you aware? Are you even aware of what your needs are at any given moment? You might need that stillness and a meditation or a journaling practice to receive clarity and guidance on what your needs are, what your body's and your emotional energies needs are. We don't always have just material needs. Survival needs are the bare minimum, but there are other needs that must be met too, and they're just as important. I mean, yes, water and food and sleep are the most important, but there are others that need your time and your energy and your appreciation and your respect. So honor that. Lastly, we have from the Hack Your Nervous System deck, we have a somatic practice for you, and it's called Drawing Rainbows. So I am going to show you this card. I want you to take a screenshot of it so you can save it for later, but I am also going to read you what it says. So if you have the time that it takes for me to read this, and then maybe like 2 extra minutes, feel free to go and do this practice right now, okay? This is Drawing Rainbows. Right? So bring the backs of your hands to touch below your belly button. I can't do this where I'm at, but backs of your hands to touch below your belly button. Your thumbs will be closest to your body, okay? Inhale, slowly draw your hands up the midline of your body, tracing the space in front of your belly, chest, and face. And as your hands reach above your head, flip your fingers up toward the sky. Exhale, sweep the hands away from each other as if you were drawing a rainbow around your body. Let them float down to your sides. Pause, notice, and repeat 5 times. So I'm going to read it again in case you want to follow along and do this practice again. Bring the backs of your hands to touch below your belly button. Your thumbs will be closest to your body. Inhale, slowly draw your hands up the midline of your body, tracing the space in front of your belly, chest, face. As your hands reach above your head, flip your fingers up towards the sky. Exhale, sweep the hands away from each other as if you were drawing a rainbow around your body. Imagine that rainbow. Let your hands float down to your sides. Pause. Notice. I love that there is this pause, notice, because it really just reinforces the slow down and stillness I receive. It reinforces this need for you to get out of the chariot mindset of I need to just hustle. I need to get there as quickly as possible. I need to just figure it out because I'm smart enough. I'm clever enough. Every Scorpio I've ever known has been smart and clever as hell. Okay? So for those of you with Scorpio placements, there is nobody judging you for not knowing how to do things right now, for not knowing the best way to get it done yet. Okay? We always put that yet at the end to remind ourselves that we can begin again at any time, and that the way that we've been doing things before might just be the way that we know how to do it. That doesn't mean that it was the best way. It's just the way that we knew how. Ooh, take a sip of water to really ingest that. Just because you were doing it a way doesn't mean that it was the best way, okay? Slow down, figure out how to tap into that voice that helps you bring up those good feeling emotions so that you can live there. Cut away all the thoughts, all of the gremlin voices that try to cut in, and remind yourself that there are other ways that you're now exploring. You're getting adventurous about figuring out what is right for you. I believe in you. I love you so much. You're deserving of all the love you desire. If you need a little bit more space held for you so that you can understand this aspect of what's coming for you in Capricorn season, I have the link to book a private reading with me below. I have an 11-minute reading that is very affordable. I have a 2-hour reading that will help us get into every area of your life if you want. So you can really like tease some things apart, loosen it up, find that spaciousness and that stillness, and slow down. Take the time to process and also to integrate. I hope that you subscribe so that we can keep working together on this journey. We can keep growing and learning together, glowing together, learning together. And I hope you know that you're deserving of all the love you desire. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye, Scorpio people. Love you. Mwah.